Hey guys, this is Danny, and I thought I would put together a little quick video of showing you my 3DS collection. Now, as you can see, I have quite a few games piled up right here to show you. This is basically all the games I've picked up thus far since first getting my 3DS. So then I'm going to show you each one and kind of talk a little about each one individually. But first, here is my 3DS itself. Now, I was able to finally completely customize it with a really cool skin, which is Giratina, my favorite legendary Pokemon, as well as a crystal clear case to protect the whole system itself. Now here is the front look of the sticker there. And then it didn't actually come with one for the back, but it did give a few bonus stickers, one of Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. So I just kind of stuck those on the back. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. Over here, it's a face of Giratina, and then it goes all the way around the top and then on this side as well. And as you can see, I'm currently playing Resident Evil Relations, and I'll talk a little bit about that later as well. But yeah, this is my 3DS, and now I think I'll go ahead and get started with showing you all my 3DS games. Okay, to start, we have Asphalt 3D, and this was one of the games that I actually picked up on launch. I picked this up along with Steel Diver, so they were the first two games that I picked up. And I actually really enjoyed this game. Out of all the racers available for the 3DS system, this one is most definitely the best. Now, the only thing I did not like about it was the fact that once you beat the game, there really wasn't much replayability, and what really sucks about that is that you cannot unlock everything the first time going through all the different races. So basically, the game does force you to go back and race multiple times over the same courses in order to unlock all the cars as well as all of the different upgrades and features, which really isn't that great of a thing. However, I definitely recommend this game if you are looking for a racer on the 3DS because I definitely feel it's the best one. Now, it doesn't offer online play, however, that really doesn't bother me that much. It does have local play and Street Pass, so that's actually pretty cool. And the cars available in this game are actually really awesome. The graphics, I think, are spectacular compared to any other racer on this system. So, like I said, if you are looking for a racer, I definitely recommend this one. Up next, we have Mario Kart 7. Now, this game was just released in the past few months, and just within that time period, this has made it to the top of my list. Of course, like all the other past Mario Karts, this one does not fail to surprise. I absolutely love this game, especially with the introductions to all the new features as well as courses. This is the kind of game where you can go back and play multiple times forever, pretty much. It never really gets old, and it even has replayability within just the single-player modes itself. Now, of course, the biggest thing for Mario Kart is going to be the online play. Now, as you can see here, it pretty much has everything available from local play, download play, Internet, Street Pass, and Spot Pass. So that's pretty much as good as it's going to get. And for such a great game, that is pretty much necessary, and I'm so glad that Nintendo decided to involve all of those features into the game. The only thing that I have to say about this game that I did not like was the fact that once you reach 150cc in the single-player mode, it does begin to feel as if the game is working against you, not allowing you to get first place and gain all 3 stars at the end of each cup. So you do really run into many frustrating moments within the game. However, that is something I have definitely been able to look past. Therefore, I really have nothing else to say against this game. Everything about it is amazing with the new features such as the paraglider and the propeller being able to drive underwater, with all the new items, which you can see right here, which are the fire flower, the leaf, which I can't remember the name of, as well as the Lucky 7, which is a really new interesting kind of gimmick within the race. So there you have Mario Kart 7. If you do not have this game but you own a 3DS, this is a game which you pretty much have to go out and get now. Therefore, as you can see, I definitely recommend this game. Need for Speed The Run, the first Need for Speed title to be released on the 3DS. I don't even know where to begin with this game. I can't go either way with this one, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, first of all, this game works much differently than any other racer you're probably used to. The way this game works is that it's basically based on an entire storyline, which is not really typical in racing games. What I mean by that is you just follow a whole cartoon kind of series of clips, and you are forced to race with the car that is given to you. Therefore, there is absolutely no customization and no car choice of your personal preference. You have to play through the game with whatever car you are given in any color, in any shape, size, or form, which really sucks. And of course, it pretty much goes against everything you look for in a racing game. Now, there are many, many different episodes within the game, and I believe I have made it up into the 20s, and that is exactly where I set it down. Now, because another thing with this game that I really did not like is that there are many points where I would tend to get stuck and have to try a race over and over again to the point where I just cannot take it anymore. It really, and I'm not saying that it's really difficult, it's just that it feels like some things, I don't know, just don't go the way you want them to. It's really hard to explain. You just kind of get frustrated. It's really not one of those racing games where you can just play it and beat every race the first time around. Now, it does have local play, internet, and Street Pass, which is a little bit more than you would normally see in a few other racers on the 3DS, but it really does not make or break the game because the game itself, I felt, really isn't that great. So, like I said, if you are looking for a racer game, I did recommend Asphalt 3D, and I honestly would not recommend this one. Up next is Pokemon Rumble Blast. This game actually came as quite a surprise to me. At first, I really thought it was just going to be another gimmicky game that was released in the Pokemon franchise. However, this game blew me away. I could honestly relate it, not to the main title games, but I could really rate it up there with the Mystery Dungeon games as well as the Ranger games. This game really is quality. Now, the reason why I say that is because there is a very extensive amount of gameplay as well as plot. This game really is not a game you can beat within just a few days. It takes at least a few weeks. Now, it's really interesting the way it works because you do play as a Pokemon, but it is a toy Pokemon. You can build up a team of hundreds of different Pokemon and swap them out to go through little mini dungeon kind of things in which each one leads up to a different boss. Now, you can also befriend the boss and have that Pokemon be added to your team, so you can really have a full customizable team of your own and really have your own choices of which Pokemon you want. Now, each Pokemon has 2 moves and its own different strengths, which is a really nice, interesting thing that's also added into the game. There are also different battle types, which include Battle Royale, Charge Battle, and Team Battle, which are all major parts of the gameplay as well. This game is absolutely amazing, and even when you beat it, there are extra post-game levels to beat and many, many strong Pokemon that you also have to defeat. So I really enjoyed this game, and this is a game where I can definitely go back and continue playing it, even though I have beat the main story, which did take a while to complete, like I had said. Now, this does not have internet play, it only has local play as well as Street Pass, which really isn't that big of a deal to me because I could not see this as a game where you play over the internet, other than battling, your opponent's team members, which would be kind of fun, but I mean, it's really not that big of a deal to me. However, like I said, this game is absolutely amazing, so if you are a fan of the Pokemon series and you have a 3DS, this is a game which I highly recommend, and you almost pretty much just have to have it. So that is Pokemon Rumble Blast, and I really love it. Resident Evil Revelations. Now, I just picked this game up yesterday, and I actually am currently playing it. I have not been through a lot. I've only gotten to, I believe, the 3rd episode, maybe the end of it, and I am currently at the part where you are at the boss battle and you have to battle that really nasty captain who keeps screaming Mayday or whatever. Here, it sounds like this. I'll just show you. So yeah, this is basically the part I'm at. So anybody that has this game would know where I'm currently playing, so other than that, I really am enjoying this game so far. It really is an awesome kind of shooter, almost, I don't know, it really is just something amazing on its own. I have always been a fan of Resident Evil, but not the games, the film series. So this is actually the first Resident Evil game that I have ever played, and I'm really glad that this is the first one that I've had the chance to pick up. Now, it offers local play, internet, as well as Street Pass, which is pretty much awesome for this kind of game. Now, there are points where it gets really difficult, and you really have to watch yourself, and that is exactly where I am. At this boss battle that I have tried over 5 times, I still have not beaten this captain guy. So this really is a game packed with a lot of strategy and requires a lot of strategy. But in the end, it really is quality, and I can see why it was rated so high. And actually, I do believe that this was rated the best 3DS game according to the GameStop website. It was given a 9.8 out of 10. Personally, I don't think I would rate it that high, but maybe I would once I get further into the game and can actually get past this captain guy. Now, if you are a fan of first-person shooters, it really is a spectacular addition to that whole kind of idea of gaming. So I really do recommend this game. However, of course, it's rated M, so if you are not over 17, you will have to have a parent's permission to buy it, and that's exactly what I had to do. But it really wasn't that big of a deal having to get it, and I really can see why it is rated M. I am a huge fan of horror myself. I really don't get scared from those kind of movies anymore, but playing kind of a horror video game is a whole different thing. You know, you can be turning a corner and all suddenly something will just pop out at you, and that is really different when you're playing a game, because when you're watching a movie you can kind of see what's happening, but when you're playing a video game you really are the person that's stuck in that kind of situation. So that's really interesting, and I believe that might be a reason why it was rated so high. But in the end, this is Resident Evil Revelations, and I highly recommend it to anybody.